He is back. Mark sees him and he's like, no.
It can't be.
Killed you once, we can do it again.
Okay, hold on. And don't forget, Nolan liked that too. So he about to punch the fuck out of it.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Oh shit! Let him get up. Let him get up. Let him get up. Turn off that light.
Me, damn. One of the first few things I see is this.
Some of you made fun because I cried.
Another war, another victory for Big Luke. I walk away.
What in the world is happening?
You, might you also betray us someday?
I will not.
I do not believe you.
Yes, sir. The new Invincible season has dropped and taking over the internet like always. And it's been pretty good so far. But man, oh man, that Viltrumite war, that is on some different shit. Okay, so two things. One, before we talk about the wild, gruesome, funny, lit-ass war, I want to give some thoughts about this season prior to it. And you know, things I like and disliked about it. Starting with, I love how Mark is more of a menace. This is that blue suit Mark people was talking about. And the first episode in the beginning, I'm gonna be honest, I was one of them guys, I was like, do it! Mark, kill him! Do it! Seconds later, he just, boom! Oh my!
Kakarot, you dog! You did it! You actually did!
And the reaction he got, put everyone on notice. They looking at him different now. And I love these moments in different shows. When the characters stop playing, they show you how they really bout that shit. And the reaction they get, yeah, it's always so raw. Another thing I liked was the whole Nolan and Alan episode in the beginning. This was so damn great and well written. And it's funny as hell. That nigga Alan, a freak, certified freak. But I love this duo so much. It reminded me like a buddy cop type of show or episode. They be getting shit done too. And also, that Viltrumite backstory, oh, that was tough. But we'll come back to this. We'll come back to that. I also like 3. I like the first episodes more, but episode 3 was still good to watch. Shout out my brother Titan, one of the most underrated characters in the show. This guy, I forget his name, but he's also hilarious. And Mark and Oliver team up. Okay, W brother chemistry. This was also great, but they played Dochi, W Taste. And I was like, oh yeah, I was vibing and shit. And overall, the episode was dope. I also really love Debbie so far this season. She's in a good, happy place. And then he arrives. Yikes. And then there's Eve. Well, time to talk about the dislikes, I guess. Now, I get it. It's a part of the story. But y'all know, Adam Eve is like one of my favorite characters. It depends. You know, her and Mark are like top 2 for me. Sometimes they switch. I like Eve more. Sometimes I like Mark more. They're top 2. And I've always been an Eve supporter and low-key Glazer. So like every time she had like a rise moment, she be putting belt to ass, I'm like fucking cheering her on. I'm saying that's why she's the GOAT. And seeing her this season, I hate to say it actually, but it feels like my GOAT is washed. No, for Roz, man. Her powers are not working. She's struggling mentally, emotionally, and now she's preggo. Thank you, Mark. Man, it's officially Oliver over. Bad joke, my fault. I thought that sounded good in my head.
Fuck y'all too, lame ass nigga.
It's not all bad though. Of course I get it. You know, I guess it's part of the journey and also part of Mark's journey. But damn, I just hate to see a GOAT like this, man. But whatever, it's fun. She'll bounce back. Episode 4. I'm just gonna say I didn't like it. It was very boring to me, but it's fine because episode 5 picked that shit right back up. Oh, and lastly, I feel like it's always a given when talking about the show, but the animation. I know a lot of Invincible fans hate when you mention this word, but as I said in previous seasons, it's not bad, but it could be a lot better. And I feel like it's very inconsistent, especially like in episode 3. But hey, that's a topic for another day. All I do is talk about the war. That's all for the first episodes. And the last thing I got to say about, I guess it's like an additional note. This also happens in the Viltrumite war episodes. There is a lot of music montages. Mind you, I am not complaining because every song fucking hit. It's a vibe every time. And I'm here for it, man. So I just noticed that's kind of funny to me. Now, 2, my bad, that was a long one. But number 2 is for the first time, I read this whole season before the show dropped in the comics, and it felt good. That way I could just avoid spoilers, at least for this one. And being that official Invincible discussion, you know what I'm saying? I may make a lot of references to the comics, because, you know, I know some differences off bat. So I'm going to be one of those type of guys in this video. So expect that. All right. Now, that being said, let's finally talk about what we're here for. The Viltrumite War. I've been hyped since like season 2. And boy, holy shit, did they deliver, man. Episode 5. Sweet Mother of Pearl was episode 5 not only a banger, but gruesome as fuck. Now I know the theme of this video is the whole Viltrumite War. But before, hold on, I'm sorry to keep edging y'all, but before we get up here in space, there is some drama and tension down here on Earth. Might as well talk about this again. So, oh man. Now I could analyze this on a psychological level, but nah. Nolan came in, tried to apologize, and they be just bang! Nah, I'm kidding. But nah, for real, this scene, low-key cinema once again. The voice acting, the facial expressions, even though this is kind of funny, tension kept increasing each dialogue. It was so good and 100% understandable on Debbie's side, and what she said was facts. And I do like this redemption arc from him, but he gotta at least recognize, which I think he did in a little way, that trying to fix and reconcile this that quick, nah, it's gonna take a long ass time, even if she does end up forgiving you. Cause man, you did some unforgivable, devastating shit. So, and the years of built up for this was probably his hardest battle. It was intense in the comics and even more intense in the show. That was a lot. And then there's Tet Jacket. Oh boy, Tet Jacket. Did the internet have some takes for this? Oh man, listen, I'm gonna be honest. I was surprised at first. To reiterate, I had damn near binged the whole season 4. I saw Tet Jacket in the comic and hearing the hype about him, then finally seeing it, I get it. He's cool as hell, funny as hell, felt like a comedy relief in certain moments. But mind you, I kept saying people watch the show and they see a girl, they like,
Are you fucking kidding me?
But I just laughed a little. As long as they kept the same funny, quirky personality that he had in the comics, I ain't care. And I think I get why they did this too, because in the comics, Tet Jacket looked exactly like Mark to me. So I was like, is this a Mark variant or some shit? Yeah, I kind of get why they switched it. I like the other scenes. This was awkward. And then the send-off.
Some clothes and some books and stuff. And the homework April gave him that I made sure he packed. And the homework.
Oliver got to do homework in space. Damn. And now we ain't outside. We in space, baby. So when the gang's all here, we get another montage, some chill time, get to know your fighting buddies, and reunite. Oh, and it's funny, by the way, because not only are some of the Tet Jacket fans pissed off that that's a girl now they see these two talk and get along, they're like, oh, no. They're gonna be lovers, man. Aw, I know they was heated, man. But they just vibing. So let's go ahead and skip ahead to the action. Something's happening with this spaceship thingy, and they gotta get the hell out of there. Then, boom! After this explosion, we see these Viltrumites pull up. Already, we on go. Gotta lock in. And then he shows up. The one and only Conquest appears.
About to go.
Yes, sir. Again, he is back. Mark sees him and he's like, no.
It can't be!
And then Oliver says,
We killed you once, we can do it again.
okay, hold on. Okay, time out. Once again, I gotta just say, similar to what I said about Amy in this video, I like Oliver. I know y'all like it. Here we go again. The young OG, he cool, but come on, y'all seen what happened to him in these episodes, so you know, I gotta talk about it. It's not gonna be in a good light. But before I say some jokes, just know, I like Oliver. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy.
We killed you once, we can do it again.
Hold on, I'm sorry. We? Like, bro, you didn't do shit, bro. You didn't defeat Conquest, buddy. I guess he tries to make up for it and rushes him, but bitch, slap of hell once again. But hold on now, Oliver applying pressure. Okay. But honestly, he just pinching him at this point. Well, and it's looking bad for Oliver again. But Omni-Man with the save. He gonna defend his son. Now, while they are going at it, Alan, aka the other GOAT, and Tet Jacket are tag teaming it up with other Viltrumites. Alan did like a nice joke about their egos being their weaknesses, which is very, very true. But they are holding their own. And let me say, even though it's kind of off topic, technically not really, please add Tet Jacket to the Invincible game. I will go dummy with her, bro. I already see like a spam combo I already got in mind. Back to Nolan and Conquest. Now this would have been a monumental fade. Big fight feel. They would tear the fucking house down. Or I guess tear the galaxy down. But fuck your dream match, cause this is Mark's true op. He finishing what he started. Conquest said some foul shit about Eve and Mark lost it, rightfully so, and started hitting him with some UFC type of blows. Okay, he's using the fucking elbow strikes. Yo! Oh yeah, this is pure hatred. But war still going on, and Oliver gets snuck and Tet Jacket. Oh my God, what a footstool, like hell. Stomp to the face. She got that Goomba POV special. Oliver getting mixed left and right. But bang! There we go, Oliver. Good counter. But we was finna get ready to play them saxophones early until Nolan with another save. And now Alan notices people pull up like these and start blasting shit. It's getting pretty bad. Oliver can't breathe, so he heads to the nearest planet. But you know who sees him? Conquest. I feel like he got this little vendetta against Oliver, but he saw him go to the planet, and as soon as he gets some air, boom! Oh my God. Holy shit. Yo, this shot is genuinely, I mean genuinely terrifying. One swipe, head is gone. Talking about a final boss type visual. The memes from this, yo, so many good ones. And trust me, we'll talk more about the memes. Y'all are very creative. Before he almost eviscerated Oliver. Boom! Nah, Mark ain't gonna let that shit slide. He pissed off that the man that did this is still alive. So yeah, F all that. He says, "You're not breathing no more. Time to go night-night." Do you know how much Mark, aka Invincible, had to genuinely lock in to not let go? But we'll come back to this real quick. Omni-Man was like going crazy, low-key carrying them. But he told Alan and Tet Jacket to get to safety. She's like, where the fuck is that? We're in space. Hold on, she found a way. She got a plan, and now they are going. It's funny because when they was like flying towards there, one person tried to get like a good hit at them. You got this big ass alien right here, and you got this armored suit person right here. Like, it's kind of easy to aim and fire. Hey, Family Guy had it right all these years.
Man, these guys are elusive.
Like, are y'all serious, bro? They found shelter. Shout out to Zoe. Clutch move right here. Oh, by the way, her name is Zoe. I don't think I mentioned that so far this video, but yeah, Zoe. Nice name. Anyways, Omni-Man, Nolan is after Mark and Oliver trying to find them with Conquest. But hold on. Damn! They are still going at it. And what I was going to say earlier was that the grip he had was insane because the shit he had to endure, like with the punches, blows, bro, he got heavy ass blows to his sternum, hip, fucking side, and he also got body slam. No matter what, he still held that grip. And you would think this couldn't get worse, right? Even though he's enduring all this, taking these blows. You'd think Conquest would tap out soon, right? Okay, well, let me just say it got so bad, I can't even show some of this stuff. But just know, I do my best censoring. And if you don't want to hear, like, you know, gory stuff, you might want to skip to this part probably. But yeah, Conquest kept going and going and going and going. Conquest is doing everything in his arsenal to get him to stop. It got so bad that this shit turned into the fucking boys with that whole gore shit. And oh my God, by the end of it, y'all seen it. Like, it was looking like these, dog. It was just ill. If you was eating during this, I am sorry. But it shows you how no matter what, Mark will not give up. And guess what? Guess who won the fucking battle? Fucking Yes, sir! That's what I'm talking about! Man, come on. You know how many times, man, we saw this thing get beat up and lose? Seasons later, we see him accomplish another get back that he had. And he did it. Almost killed him, but he did it. He fucking did it. But no, for real though, like, I know other stuff to get to in this video, but can't you talk about how OP and strong the Viltrumites are? Take something like this and not even die. There's no way he had the whole, you know, his things out and he still was able to choke him. I saw this twice. In the comics, I would say it's, well, it's still grotesque, obviously. I think Invincible faces like more damage in the comics, really descriptive and detailed. In the show, they definitely got detailed and showed, well, you seen it. I can't really say because I don't want to get the shit, you know, demonetized. But yeah, like, you know what he did. They kept doing it like slow though. I feel like it was more slow and just more vulgar in the show. That teaser was in episode 6, but they tried to show like this little teaser. Oh, he's gonna come back again. He's gonna come back. Nope. Nah, stay in the ground, bitch. Smoke on that Conquest pack. We also get this teaser at the end. After the end credits, they showed Thaddeus talking, and he's the big dog, the leader of this shit. Don't forget what he did to the Viltrumites. Yeah, he's also the destroyer. You know what I'm saying? They didn't show only one leader, one big dog, one captain. They showed the op, and that is the boss of Conquest, the ruler, you know what I'm saying? The one and only temp fade, so fresh and so clean, Thrag. And now we get to Now, this episode was less action, but it was still great. Dialogue, story progression, and fucking speeches. We can tell off rip the way Thaddeus and Thrag, by the way, I know I said Thaddeus earlier, I meant Thaddeus, my bad. Both of these guys just give a dope ass speech. Shit was so hard, I'm rooting for both sides, I swear to God. And since we're talking about both of these two unks, let me say I like both VAs. I know some people had some choice words for Thrag voice, but I don't know, I like it. I mean, then again, y'all did hate Conquest voice, and y'all switched up once y'all saw more of him. Thrag voice, it's simple, nonchalant. It's definitely intimidating sometimes, but it's not like over the top like evil voice type shit. And plus, he let his actions do the talking, so we'll get to that. Trust me, this episode is almost like a reset in a way. Mark is still recovering from this vicious attack. Oliver and Nolan are sparring, rekindling their relationship, which is about time. And I was a fan of this. Another great dialogue scene, because we feel and understand both guys' emotions, so this was nice. Meanwhile, the best friendo duo between Alan and Zoe, they playing video games on their ops spaceship during a war. Talk about savage. Then got the nerve to be surprised when they're being told, and they eventually escape, but not by Zoe alone, but by in the glory here. I don't know why, but for Space Racer, I called him Space Invader. I don't know, I was tweaking. I don't know what I was on, but yeah, I meant Space Racer. Sorry, I don't know what was up with me in these names. It's a long ass video. Space Invader, yes sir. About time you showed up and joined the party. And I was gonna skip over some scenes like this scene right here, but I gotta show a little light to Oliver before I talk about the next episode. But him and Nolan are going crazy against this creature, and Oliver is doing a good job. And I noticed when it's just him, he struggles most of the time. Which, okay, you know, he's new to this, he's still growing up. But when he's working with someone, he gets the job done. Great team play, and he be winning in battles, so give him some credit for right now. But Space Invader is not the only new guest for this party. They acquire the big dog, Battle Beast, and you know this guy is willing to drop anyone, so it's good he's on their side. Time goes by, we get Beard Mark, yes sir, aka Tet Jacket. For real, they are like twins. Skipping ahead because another music montage, why not? People are training, throwing hands, hunting, downing food. Damn, is it that good? Eventually, Mark wakes up and immediately almost tweak and have a panic attack because, You try waking up and seeing this. 100% understandable. But we not gonna end an Invincible episode without seeing carnage. These Viltrumites done went and destroyed Alan's home planet, I think, with Thrag watching up above like a mastermind. When these guys came down, it was a brutal massacre. Poor innocent civilians. But mid-massacre, they just pulled up to remind these niggas that Gramps could still get down with that. BAM! He ain't the only one that feel Alan is throwing blows and haymakers. Tet Jacket is, well, trying. It's not her best light here, but she'll bounce back. But for now, yeah, she almost got done for twice. Anissa, oh, Anissa, I'll come back to her. But she almost off Tet Jacket right here. She was enjoying it, I could tell. It was gonna be GG's for Tet Jacket until boom! Let's go! Mark comes in clutch once again. And then we got this hard ass shot with the goats with one sneak. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. I just gave him credit. I couldn't help myself there. I'm just as bad as the rest of them. But everyone's brawling. Hold on. Thetis. God damn. Old dude got hands. I told y'all he liked that. While everyone's fighting, Mark and Oliver just do this amazing ass move. Flying through their spaceship, full speed, and demolishes it. And Thrag had no choice but to leave and dip. In the turn of events, the boss man Thrag calls off his people and flee.
Man, quit playing with me, man. No, for real, don't play like that.
Oh man, I seen they were saying he ain't him, he on fraud watch. They didn't even do nothing. Like, this is y'all goat, him. And they're talking crazy.
I said, damn, bro. He was the best point guard ever on God. Let y'all tell it. Better than LeBron.
You know how people, let's just say the manga guys, you know, when they're ahead on some like story knowledge, what happens to a character in the future, and they just, you know, sit back and watch y'all talk about them while they just have them look like these, smiling. That's me, cause y'all talking like he not like that. Okay, okay. All right, say less. This is like y'all calling Yuta a fraud. And we know how that went. Oh, the traitor reveal got me because I thought it was him the whole time. Turns out it was his snake ass. Damn. But Thetis comes up with the plan to strike them before they get back to their home turf. And now that is where we get one of the greatest Invincible episodes ever. And we start this classic off with the backstory of the Grand Regent Master, Argyle. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't remember seeing this in the comics in this point in time when I was reading it in this arc. So this is like other moments where it's a good addition to the show. Argyle was running shit until one of his own kind slimed him. Now, my dumbass thought this was Conquest at first. Just wasn't thinking, but nah, it was the man himself. Thetis, the Destroyer. I know we hyped up Thrag, but don't sleep on his ass too. These two were moving like Braun and KD in this damn arc. But after the leader is slimed, literally all hell breaks loose. You telling me Thrag's solution to this was to cut the unloyal and weak Viltrumites and then this right here.
Might you also betray us someday?
I will not, Grand Regent.
I do not believe you.
I mean, wow. First of all, racially motivated, didn't even give the guy a chance, then got the nerve to put this coat on. I mean,
He got that shit on though.
there it is. Then he tells them to legit slime and eradicate the weak from this group. A fucking free fall just erupts. And dude, the way they was offing each other was, hate to say it, creative. I seen a dude take off a guy's arm and shish kebab him with it. I would describe more, but you know. And also, the kids is going crazy too. Not the youth, dog. Speaking of this, I probably shouldn't be surprised because, well, backstory we got for Nolan and his parents, instead of raising him nicely, they 2v1 the hell out of him like this. Is this not crazy, bro? The mom especially got pissed and wanted to off her goddamn son because he got a lick in. These Viltrumites are something else. As you know, they all dropped one by that virus. And that's how we got this all of them in space, just floating. But you would think from the slaughtering you've been seeing, people are like, who could stop these Viltrumites? They are too strong. And bro, when you get the realization that they're only stronger in their universe, please don't bring these guys into power scaling, because man, you got people on TikTok mentioning DBZ characters, the weakest ones, talking about some, oh man, it's an ease when they're going against the Viltrumites. They'll beat their ass easily. I mean, come on, like, you're not wrong, but like...
But you didn't have to say it.
But the backstory ends with the strongest remaining Viltrumites still standing. Thrag got the people throwing their fist up like it's fucking Attack on Titan, and he promised he won't fail Argyle this time. And oh boy, we'll see how that turns out. Another nice speech goes on, and he says the future of the galaxies depends on us. And that's how we got this iconic panel. Okay, well, alright. I'm not trying to be that manga guy again, but I do like this comic panel a little bit more than this, but I get it. It's animation, so it's not going to look the exact same with the details. But this is still cool. Trust me, I'm not really throwing a fit like that. Time goes by. They have one last meal together. They're nervous, especially Zoe, but Oliver...
Why is everyone so nervous about fighting this Thrag guy? No way he lives up to the hype.
This little dude got some nerve. You know what? He's just like y'all calling Thrag a fraud. Bet. Oliver, my guy, keep that same energy. Thetis is aura farming as usual. Nolan and Invincible warn Oliver, don't do anything stupid and take on Thrag by yourself. Aw, family hug. Aw, but it's time. It's time, baby. This shot of just deceased Viltrumites is surreal, and they're passing through it like, damn, bro. But eventually... Hold on!
It's about to go back.
I hope y'all haters are watching clearly. This fraud, this weak ass guy, he ain't hiding, bro. He's standing right, well, floating. He's floating right there, ready for the smoke. And just when they pulled up thinking they got the advantage, nah, they fell into the Viltrumite's trap. They just got snuck and wasn't phased. He said, fuck all this shit. Battle Beast basically was like, and war breaks out. We got another brawl breaking out. Beast is throwing blows. Nolan tries to follow orders and attack Thrag, but Anissa ass comes in and mollywop Nolan. She got beef for him, calling him a traitor, then tried to talk shit. But yeah, Nolan said, fuck your speech. Tet Jacket is already doing better than last episode because she got this bug juice that nerfs the Viltrumites, and we see Alan's vile blow right here that it works. Invincible and Oliver are jumping Steve Harvey. A few attacks later, Nolan and Anissa have a cool 1v1 fade. She low-key bodying him, not gonna lie. But meanwhile, Battle Beast... Thetis is getting the jumping of doom. Everyone is just scrapping, and this guy Thrag just floating, observing everything, ain't moving an inch. And I am not kidding, because out of nowhere, Space Racer let off a far-ass, sniper-ass shot, got a Viltrumite, almost got Anissa, and then, oh, damn! How the fuck did he not move an inch from that? My dumb ass would have flinched and went straight to the shot. And what the fuck I'm doing? I don't know why. I just questioned how, because this is the fucking Grand Region.
Lean as hell. Get off that nigga dick, bro. What is you doing?
Space Racer low-key the MVP. Brought back up. Yes, sir. The monsters for episode 2. The ones that gave Alan and Nolan legit hell. They are back and on the good people's side. And they just demolished the other side too. One of them went after Anissa, and that led a clear path for Nolan to attack Thrag. They just said... And now, Nolan can't let this chance slip by. And don't forget, Nolan liked that too. Y'all saw season 1. He is him. So he about to punch the fuck out of Sure. Oh my god.
Oh shit! Let him get up, let him get up, let him get up. Turn off that light!
Me, damn! Okay. When I saw this, bro, my jaw dropped. Nah, hold on. Y'all gonna see this shit again. Boom! Sent his ass straight to this dreary planet, and that planet was Thrag's and Nolan's technically home planet and they have this chat, but holy hell, this moment was so tough. I think people began to realize, oh, okay, hold on, he might actually be like that for real. This dialogue was great too. Thrag tried to convert Nolan back to his old ways, but for what happens later, let's just say he ain't doing that no more. But back in space, the brawl continues. Steve Harvey deals with these creatures, and Thetis, hate to say, but kind of clocked this shit.
Ridiculous creatures, distraction at best. That is what you think of every species but your own.
Oliver is managing, and Space Racer is on the move. He feeling himself after this clean shot. He aims, trying to get the right precise shot until, damn. It was almost raps for bro, but hey, Alan and Tet Jacket with the save. She's restoring his mask like a good support character. Shout out these guys, especially Tet Jacket, because I see people talking about her saying she didn't do anything, she sucks, she's useless. Let me just say this right now. The shit she's doing in there is a hell of a lot better than what he did in the comics. Because I remember he got cut like with one hit, and then the guy was out the whole fight. He didn't do shit, didn't save nobody. She is doing a hell of a lot better than what the hell happened in the comics. But anyways, Nolan and Thrag are still talking again. Nolan like, we lost, bro. Give it up. Move on. And Thrag is like, nah, cuz, we gonna rebuild this shit from the ground up. We gonna make a comeback. And Nolan like, no the fuck you not. And Thrag just says,
the death of any Viltrumite leaves a void in me.
Aw, shit. God damn! First of all, going back to the Viltrumite's power, I've seen them throw hands. I've seen them throw hella hands, hella kicks, and just do other vile things with their hands. I've seen that happen so many times. I've never seen no one, not even Nolan, no Viltrumite, do some airbending shit like this. And he sent that man flying back up into space. And mind you, I used to think Omni-Man was the strongest in the show, but this is twice I've seen the top dog get knocked off by the Grand Regent. He is him, he is the strongest, and he's not done yet. Because my God, there are levels to this shit. And by levels, I mean levels. So why the fuck is Oliver trying to sneak? My bad, not even sneak. Why did he try to attack him in space? Mind you, oh boy, this boy. I think this is where I'm like, Oliver might be genuinely dumb as hell. Like, I always knew he was hard-headed, but going straight for the final boss after they said, don't do it. But no, his ass wasn't thinking. He was too busy setting up a dumbass joke. That's why I said, nah, he didn't try to sneak him. His dumbass announced this fucking stupid ass pun, a joke, whatever, to attack him. Gave his dumbass away.
Get out. Tristan Thompson, get out.
For what?
This for Cavs players only. Get out.
I play for the Cavs too.
How you play for the Cavs, but you had 0 points? Get out! You're not open! You're a free agent now!
And I bet you he was thinking the clout he's gonna get by knocking off the top boss, or him thinking the fans, y'all will make a hard ass edit for him. Nah, my guy, I gave you credit earlier. This time I'm gonna give you one of these edits. And once he got, he gonna try to run away.
No!
Nah, you dug your grave, boy. Lay in it. Oh my God. Now, this gruesome ass punch had me shook, not gonna lie. Comic reading this, I actually didn't think he was like, I didn't think he died, because you know that's what Mark said afterwards. I thought he got like severely injured, which technically he did. But for a moment, I was like, okay.
Fuck? Stop playing.
The world stopped for a minute. I ain't gonna lie, shit got really, really dark. But I truly think from here on out, all hell broke loose. Because now we possibly got a casualty on our side. People are not going to start thinking clearly. They want vengeance. And that's exactly what Mark tried to do. But he first says, I killed Conquest. I kill you too. And don't forget he said this, by the way. And don't forget, levels. He lunges at him, I'll assume with all his might. And oh shit! Nothing. This impact frame just says it all straight. Demon, Conquest, or wasn't like this. And going back real quick, when he said that about Conquest, everyone looked at him like, oh, word? And then Anissa, okay, this girl, I heard some things about her. I don't know the full context. I'm still reading the comics, so I ain't see that part yet from what I've heard. But if that is true, she needs to go. But after Mark tried to punch Drag, he was moving like Debbie right here, punching his fist. And he just hears,
I'm not impressed.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
And Nolan still, and he just sees this sight, just mayhem, and poor Oliver. Damn, people are still scrapping, some are struggling, and then you just see Beast just comes in and
don't do it. Yeah. Oh my god.
Damn, Beast, you talking a little too much just to get done like this. Mark is trying his hardest, but Jesus, oh my god. Holy bitch, can't even hype that one up. Y'all seen what he did. Battle Beast went up to Thrag saying, finally, a worthy adversary. And Thrag just...
But anywho,
anyways, and tossed him like trash and hit Mark. Oh my lord. Nolan comes up with a plan that's probably the smartest and the most devastating and the most insane plan I've seen. Instead of trying to fight the final boss, we gonna destroy something that means the most to him and his kind, his fucking planet. If I can describe my feelings towards this pivotal scene, it is ruthless aggression. Because seeing the GOATs, Mark, Nolan, and Thetis, and shout out to Space Racer for the shot, they literally just nuked the whole generation. Explosion was so big, Thrag couldn't even withstand it. Everyone's reacting like, oh shit. It's lasted like probably 6 minutes. They are still going through that planet. And I like this moment here where Mark looks over at the other two like, bruh, are we for real right now? Are we really doing this? And they are so locked in. So he has no other choice but to lock in with them. Fuck it. It's now or never. This shit is fucking peak. The visuals are peak. Low-key, the symbolism is peak. This was amazing. Reading this was great, and seeing this in an animated form is wonderful. Dare I say, cinema. Then the explosion blow everyone away. All of our arms just flying away. That move was so devastating. They got the DBZ damaged the tires. And the Viltrumites looking like these. Thetis turns over and says this cold-ass line.
Your world is destroyed.
And told them the only option you have left is to surrender. So quick little recap. Not only did Thetis end 3/4 of the Viltrumite from his virus, slimed Argyle, their former emperor, but he also helped destroy their home planet. Thetis is him. Give that guy some respect. I know he doesn't get enough. You know why he doesn't get enough? Because there's this guy. This guy who had a lot in the fandom thinking he was a fraud to only the next week earn their fucking respect. The guy who took this shit back in blood. Man refused to surrender and said, I choose death. Did you guess yet? Did you guess it was motherfucking Grand Region Flag? Oh, fuck! Ah! What y'all said about him last time? Huh? Bark no bite? Well, look at this shit. The Grand Region took that nigga head off. This is one of the coldest fatalities I've ever seen in fiction. Holy ore, dog. After he did that, he says, Argyle, you are now avenged. Everyone reaction just says it all. They didn't have time to even process what the hell just happened. And he just, well, I can't really show what he did to the head, but you know, and says, you're all next, and goes straight for Nolan. Mark tells Alan to lock the fuck in and find Oliver because he's in a state of shock. Don't blame him. Alan tries to find him. And fresh after seeing their planet destroyed, boy had to confront the angry Viltrumite. Alan was looking like this in this situation. Then gets jumped at first. Hold on, he figures them out. He put him belt to ass. Zoe gets bailed out again by a Space Racer. And as I stated earlier, chill on her, because if it wasn't for her, Space Racer would have been packed moments ago. But all three of them end up fleeing, getting away. Pete, Space Racer, gave boy an old donut. But now, let's end this off with the ultimate reverse jumping. Thrag is hitting Nolan with the barrage of punches and tells him he gonna take his time with offing him because he was too quick with Thetis. And Mark tries to attack But he just brushes him off. And hold on, Mark ain't gonna give up yet. He gonna show him what's up for real. Oh. Oh, his ass choking, can barely breathe. Nolan tries another shot at him, and I can't show that. Can't show that. I don't want to see it again, but just know he snapped his arm like a twig. He tosses him aside and then switches over and goes straight for Mark. And Mark, my God, y'all should know by now. And I get it. If I killed Conquest, I'll be talking too. But it's just hilarious. He said this, but like moments later, when shit hit the fan, that ran. This scene had me crying for. This is one of the best scenes in Invincible and funniest. The fact that Thrag put so much fear in people's hearts that they had no other choice but to flee. And this shot, bro, I know Thrag was like, you killed Conquest, right? Right? But for real, I don't blame Mark. If I did everything I could and couldn't do nothing to this guy, I would've got the fuck up out of there too. But when he called it to him, he put his hair like this, like a, you know, if you know, you know, and almost got off here. But Nolan saved his son, W. Nolan. And when Mark looked at Nolan, his dad, and he was like, how in the hell do we beat him? Nolan slowly turns over, look at Mark. Just but then just seconds later, oh no! Nolan! Oh my God, Jesus. Straight through the heart, I think. Probably stomach, chest, whatever. Just went in for the kill. Another shish kebab. Mark is in a state of shock. Everything's happening too fast. Nah, you next. And he had Mark like this. Headbutt him. Brain was moving like this. Bro, at this point, it's over. When he, from the gadgets, well, you know what he's gonna do. Get rid of his eyes. He looks. The Viltrumites come wanting him to off Mark, but he had a realization that
we are too few already.
He took his people and they left. People don't know where they went. They see Mark and Nolan just floating in space. This panel in the comments was like amazing too. It was like just speechless. No words needed, man. Both father and son are just lying there on the verge of death. This speaks for itself. Not even the strongest of their kind can fucking defeat a guy like this. Holy shit. Episode 7 was one of them ones, and I truly think it might be my favorite episode of this series. I'm not even joking, y'all. It was that damn good. And I knew it was gonna be good by reading it, but still, they elevated some scenes, and I'm like, God damn, we got a 9.9, deserved, well fucking deserved. Masterpiece, damn near. It's so good. And I wanted to see people talk about this on the internet, and they did. That's how I saw the memes and like other like funny posts. But then I go on TikTok, and one of the first few things I see is this.
Some of you made fun because I cried. I grew up there. You think it's funny?
Oh, I'm like, and then I scroll down a few more times, and then I see this.
I'm gonna make this quick because the Grand Region don't know I'm making this shit, but another war, another victory for Big Luke. I'll walk away.
So now we got a Thrag cosplayer, and now we got a, oh damn, I forgot his nigga name. The Steve Harvey Viltrumite. People are trying to like cosplay Anissa and other people. I'm like, what the hell? We got an IRL fucking Viltrumite war? Bro, it's like 4 or 5 different TikToks between these guys. I'm like, what the hell did I miss? What in the world is happening? After reading this and seeing this episode, I was like, bro, episode 7 was so damn good. I figured people wasn't gonna like episode 8, the finale, as much. But as a person that read it, I am genuinely impressed how they did episode 8. Because they made everything like quick in the comics, which, you know, it's been like a decade old, so I'm not surprised. I like how they elevated more in the show. In the comics, the same stuff happened with Thrag and Mark when they do a deal. It happened probably 8 pages into the issue. Beginning, they showed pretty much all the Viltrumites massacring Earth, and it was violent too, but it was quick, you know. What they did with the show was they extended the whole PTSD Mark was having, added elements to that, and him genuinely tweaking because the fear Thrag did, and like knowing that this threat, this wild animal is loose. Don't know where he at, Don't know where he could be. He could be on Earth, but like don't know where he at on Earth. He could be in fucking Japan for all he know. But nah, it is dangerous. But yeah, the PTSD he was having, it was like surreal. Seeing people he loved legit get eliminated is horrifying, even though it's happened to Cecil, and I was like, please let this be real, man. My bad. That's too much hating, my bad. I'm still pissed at the Conquest thing. And speaking of that, I know people say it was a surprise that Mark was mad at Cecil for what he did at Conquest. I'm pretty sure it's gonna come up next season. Trust me, their relationship is not, fixed. He's still pissed off at him, and now I'm pretty sure he's even more pissed, but he wasn't mad at this moment because, well, he is struggling with knowing that he's out there. Some other stuff that I kind of like. They show the whole Eve pregnancy, her telling him that she had to, abort, and that was depressing and sad, and just adds to the more drama that he got to deal with ever since he came back from the war. And that's why he's so hard on himself, because he loved people he loved, and then dealing with all this shit while he's up there in space recovering and just fighting a monster. In the comics, after he told him the deal, what's that nigga name? That fraud guy. Immortal, that's his name. And Duplicate, they had like a kid in the comics, and they went over there, hang out with him, and that's when she told him about the whole abort thing. So, interesting changes, I would say. Oh, and the Thick Eve comments. Y'all some freaks on God. Because I hope y'all don't find the actual like Thick Eve in the comments, because y'all gonna I just move on, bro. Oh yeah, justice for Paul. Damn, he got done dirty. He understands, like, with this insane life Debbie has. And speaking of that, Debbie's with Nolan now. Yeah, they're in space, because she got to look after her son, W mother. It's going to take some time for them to, like, impair this relationship if it happens. And I just know this moment right here when he tried to put his hand on his shoulder. No. Don't you even think about it. Please don't. Oh yeah, and the callback when Nolan was right here, and compared to season 1, the fact that so much stuff happened from this moment on, oof, this speaks volumes right here. And there goes Cecil. He just irks me. I used to mess with Cecil, but nah, I ain't, especially after season 2 and 3, especially 3, yeah, nah. Hopefully he redeems himself next season. And alright, let's talk about the deal. In the final scene where Mark actually encounters Thrag up here, and let me just say, I love this visual, like the tone, the shading of it was excellent. It was nice as hell, like an anime low-key. Yeah, this was surreal for sure. Intense. I know Mark was shaking in his clothes right here. Man, I would be fucking scared as hell. But with this deal of him and his people coming on Earth, repopulating, adding more people to their species, just seeing the people like the Viltrumite try to blend in with people on the Earth, wow. And oh my God. Here go this nigga again.
All is ours. You'll have to excuse my ridiculous attire. I just got off work, which is a crazy phrase to say.
And Mark legit having no choice to do it because, well, if he opposed, then...
Mr. Whitaker, I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
I said, God help me.
The visuals he was seeing, yeah, that's going to become reality. And I love how, like, all the moments that he was thinking what could happen, people he could lose, the one person he can't afford to lose, or there's a lot of people he can't afford to lose, obviously, like Debbie and other people, but the one person at the end they showed, Eve, especially after what happened last season, yeah, that was the final determining factor of, fuck, this nigga Thrag got it, bro. Ain't shit he could do right now. This nigga is overpowered as shit. So, yeah, 100% agree with Mark. If I'm like at his like level, especially while he dealt with Conquest, compared to what he could do, yeah, you got it, man. I'll accept defeat this time. And yeah, that's where it ends. Well, and the virus, after the end credits, yeah, the virus that Alan, it's in his hands now. And who knows what the fuck is gonna happen next season. I'll do a little bit because I'm reading it. Some good stuff happening so far. Can't wait to see in animated form. But yeah, that is Invincible Season 4, and that is it for the Viltrumite War arc. Final thoughts. I'm not gonna, yap too long because this video is probably long as hell already. I appreciate y'all for watching this far. If you did, Viltrumite War is one of the best arcs I've seen, and not only Invincible, but like literally this year alone. The stakes of it kept topping each other. Like after that Conquest fight, I'm like, what else could happen? And I kept hearing about Thrag. I kept hearing about it, and when I read it, I was like, oh. I think the moment where I was like, Thrag is actually like him, is what he did to Thetis, and especially this final panel, them just laying there, the strongest of Earth, and they just helpless, almost on the verge of death, just floating there. And what he did to Oliver, he definitely deserves the hype. Episode 7, like I said, still one of my favorite episodes, if not my favorite. I think I got this Omni-Man episode, finale of season 1, and Invincible War tied for like on the top 3. But damn, that's another war arc we had. The Invincible fucking War in episode 7, season 3. Damn, and the Conquest episode. Okay, I ain't gonna lie, Invincible's on a crazy run, and that's what all I got to say about that, because I don't want to go on too much. I am thinking about doing a season 5 video about the comics and stuff, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, the Invincible Viltrumite War was peak television.
Transparency.